What's up, YouTube? This is the Dfs Riddler coming back at you live with another MLB video. Here to answer all of your DFS questions and solve all of your riddles for this Saturday, May the 11th slate. Before we get started, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future MLB videos that I'll be doing this season. Speaking of subscribing, guys, I'm doing a $20 cash giveaway out of my own pocket, guys. Once I reach 100 subscribers, that is my goal. So I'm over a third of the way there. So keep on showing all of your love and support. And just a little bit of token of my appreciation to you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I will be doing that cash giveaway to one lucky winner out of the 100 subscribers once I reach that goal, guys. So like I said, if you're new to the channel, please show all your love and support and hit that subscribe button. But yeah, guys, the picks have been absolutely on fire. Doing really well at MLB lately. The cash game for last night, we're hitting a 136. Definitely good enough to cash. Cash is always on fire. One of the reasons that I've been doing so well on MLB DFS is this app right here, guys, Draft Dashboard. Draft Dashboard has so many tools on here that will help you get the right players, that'll help you take down that big GPP that you guys all want to take down. We'll start off by going over the MLB cheat sheet. This is usually where I start my building blocks for my lineups, guys. It's got your locks, the best plays of the slate. You got your top pitchers that are in the best spots to make value, your stud bats that are over $4,000. It's got your mid-range bats from 3.5 to 4K. You got value bats under 3.5K. And guys, the best part about the MLB cheat sheet is the home run hitters. This list right here gives you a list of all the players on the slate for the day that have the highest probability to get a home run for you. And when you are trying to take down a really big GPP, you're going to need a really high score, and that's going to include a shitload of home runs, guys. Just the fact of the matter. So this list right here gives you a good start on picking those players that are going to get those home runs for you. Next up is the position optimizer, guys. This tool right here is just freaking awesome. It breaks down all the players on the slate by position, gives you a draft dashboard ranking telling you how they should fare that day. You've got individual player statistics, including how they fared in their last 5 games and how they have fared versus their opposing team in their last 5 games. Batter versus pitcher, pitcher versus batter, righty-lefty splits. The position optimizer has it all, guys. And then it gives you an opportunity to select a bunch of players into a player pool. Then once you do select those players, you head over to the lineup optimizer, my favorite tool on Draft Dashboard. This will build a kick-ass lineup for you guys based on the player pool that you've selected. Once you do build that lineup, it does give you the opportunity to upgrade your players as need be, which I really do like. I also really like the mass lineup generator, guys. Gives you the opportunity to build mass lineups anywhere from 20 to 100 lineups all at once. And if you're one of those guys that likes to enter in like the 20 entry max or 150 entry max, this tool is for you. But yeah, guys, the Draft Dashboard lineup optimizer won me a shitload of money in the past just off of random lineups that it spit out based on the player pool I selected. So yeah, guys, if you haven't tried it before, you're definitely missing out. Last but not least, I want to go over the sleepers and studs on Draft Dashboard. This list right here is super important, guys. When you're trying to construct a lineup that's going to have players that are like Mike Trout, Christian Yelich, Nolan Arenado, all those hot bats, those big dollar bats, they're going to cost you $5,500, $5,700 to roster. If you want to fit them in, you're going to have lots of value on your slate too, on your lineup. So this list right here gives you a list of players that are $4,000 or less that actually have a good upside to make value, not get you a fucking zero, not get you a goose egg, and let you fit in those big high-priced dollar bats that you guys all want to roster. So this tool right here, also another thing that I look at every day before lock, every day when I'm building my lineups, guys. But yeah, that is Draft Dashboard, and if you do want to try it, guys, it is only $1 for 30 days, and if you're not trying it yet, you are missing out. It is the best fantasy tool that you can get out there. If you do want to try it, all you got to do is click the link that's in the description of my YouTube channel. on the video, the description. It'll take you to where you need to go to give Draft Dashboard a shot. Very, very worth it, guys. Good for beginners or experts alike. It will help you construct better lineups, and it will help you win more money at DFS. And that is the goal of this, guys. We all want to win more freaking money, and Draft Dashboard is the tool that will help you get there. So definitely give it a try. But yeah, moving on to the picks that I have for today. I am doing a video on the main slate, the night slate. So that's what we're going to be going over today. For my SP1, I like Jacob deGrom. He's going to be chalk. He is the best option that you have on the slate up against the Miami Marlins. He is going to cost you $11,000 to roster, so that is a little bit deterring. That's a really high price tag. But if you look at his last 5 games versus Miami, he put up the 45 the last time that he played him, and that was this year. So he absolutely fucking crushes this team. And we all know we pretty much pick on this team with any pitcher, any decent pitcher that's on the slate that's facing the Marlins. And just so happens we get one of the best stud pitchers that there is in baseball facing them tomorrow. So he's pretty much a lock for me for cash. Probably would go somewhere else for GPP. But I definitely love Jacob deGrom tomorrow. He's in a great spot, guys, obviously. Next up is Anthony DeSclafani. I like him. He's Cincinnati Reds, 9,200. He is a bit expensive also. If you were to pair these two guys together, these two pitchers, wouldn't leave you very much room for bats, but you could definitely roll that way and still make it work, especially for a cash game. I think this is a great pairing. Anthony DeSclafani is facing the Giants tomorrow, which we all know strike out a fucking ton. He does have a 293 batting average against them, so I'm a little wary of that. But they do have 4 righties in their lineups with only he only gives up a 588 OPS to righties. He does struggle against lefties with an 875 OPS. However, we all know that the lefties in the San Francisco Giants lineup are just not very good. They strike out a ton also. So I really like his upside here. Not only that, look at his last 5 games, guys. He's got a 24, a 26, a 25, a 22, and a 2. So just his last 4 games in general, he's been super consistent, scoring in the low to mid 20s. I really like that. At his price tag of 9,200, you get a score of 22 to 25. You're solid. So Anthony DeSclafani tomorrow against the Giants. Definitely lock him in. He's in a great spot. All right, so we'll move on to the bats. I gave you guys really expensive pitcher options. So today's bats are all going to be focused on value. First up, we will talk about the Colorado Rockies, the Coors Field game. I like Ian Desmond tomorrow for 4,300. You're getting a really good value on a hot bat right now in Coors Field. He's got a 24, a 20, a 0, a 6, and a 0 in his last 5 games. But he absolutely mashes lefty pitchers. And it just seems like almost this whole series, or this whole time that we're getting to roster Rockies bats every single day, they keep pitching lefty pitch. The opposing teams are putting lefty pitchers against this team in Coors Field. So that's like, that equals home run derby, guys. Shit, what else can I say about it? Yeah, I love Trevor Story and I love Nolan Arenado tomorrow. Definitely, for sure, they're going to score anywhere from 15 to 25 fantasy points. But if you are picking these pitchers, Jacob deGrom, Anthony DeSclafani, you're not going to be able to afford them, guys. So I do reserve, Trevor Story and Nolan Arenado. They are great plays, but I think they are for GPP only. For cash, it's not going to be an affordable stat, guys. That's just the fact of the matter. But Ian Desmond gives you exposure to that game at 4,300 for a cheap price. He's got an 808 OPS versus lefties. Lucchesi struggles against righties with an 839 OPS. I expect to see a big game out of Desmond tomorrow, so definitely lock him in. Next up, we have Mark Reynolds sticking with the Colorado Rockies. You're getting super value here, guys, only $4,300 as well. He's hitting in the cleanup spot, so if Trevor Story, Nolan Arenado get on base, before him. He does have that opportunity to hit a home run and knock them all in, get the RBIs. He does have a 2,000 OPS versus Lucchesi, but only one single. It's a small sample size. But this guy has been on fire. He's got a 25, 0, 4, a 13, and a 4 in his last 5 games. Been mashing San Diego with a 9, 6, a 33, and a 12. And once again, another righty for a great price in Coors Field that will get you a lot of value at that price tag. I definitely love Mark Reynolds. Definitely lock him in. He also correlates with Ian Desmond, who bats 6th. So they can get on base and score points together. I think it's a great two-man stack in the Rockies. It gets you at a great price tag as well. Great matchup. Next up, we will go with Yuli Gurriel for the Houston Astros. He's only 3,500, guys. This is where you're going to get your value. He does get a great righty-lefty matchup against Drew Smyly, who gives up a whopping 920 OPS to righties. Yuli Gurriel has an 833 OPS versus lefties, and he is 1 for 4 against him with a double. But I really like him at 3,500. He's got a 99 draft dashboard ranking. Also in his last 5 games, 8, 10, 3, 6, and a 26. This guy will get on base. He will get you singles, doubles, the occasional home run. He's consistent, guys. He doesn't get you a 0. So I really, really love this upside and this matchup at $3,500. You're getting a hell of a value with Yuli Gurriel. So definitely get some exposure to him. Love the Astros tomorrow in general. All the righty bats, they hit for a lot of power. They should absolutely fucking smash Drew Smyly. So look out for that tomorrow, guys. Next up, we will continue with the value picks. Robinson Cano for the New York Mets. They're up against the Miami Marlins, Sandy Alcantara, who is a bad pitcher, and you're getting him for only $3,500 as well, guys. Super value here. Alcantara gives up an 835 OPS to lefties, and Robinson Cano has an 849 OPS versus righties. You got a plus 32% advantage. It does say he's been pretty cold here with a 0, 18, a 2, and 2 zeros. But his game last night, he put up a 12. He just doesn't hit lefty pitchers very well, but whenever the matchup is right, lefty-righty, against a bad righty pitcher, you can expect Robinson Cano to have a pretty good game, which I had him in my lineup last night. Like I said, he put up a 12. So I do expect similar numbers with him tomorrow against Sandy Alcantara, who, like I said, is just not a very good pitcher. 81 draft dashboard ranking. Definitely love this price tag. Lock him in your lineups for some value, guys. Great play here. Last but not least, we will go with Miguel Cabrera. I like the Detroit Tigers tomorrow, guys. I like their bats as a couple players make a small stack. They're going up against Cole Stewart, who is a bad pitcher. 802 OPS to righties, which is bad. 1277 OPS versus lefties. But I picked Miguel Cabrera out for the value. You're getting him for only $3,700, guys. He's been consistent in his last 5 games. A 3, a 7, an 8, a 10, and a 3. So that's what I love here about this. He doesn't have the righty-lefty matchup against Cole Stewart. He only has a 730 OPS versus righties, but that's still not bad. 802 OPS given up by Cole Stewart. I expect Miguel Cabrera to have a very solid, consistent game tomorrow. Maybe a couple hits and a walk, maybe a run scored. Get you anywhere from 7 to 12 fantasy points. And at $3,700, if you're playing him in cash, that is perfect, guys. Playing cash games, you just don't want to get a fucking 0. You want everybody to at least get a few points. And your pitchers should take care of the rest for you. So if you're paying attention here, I'm kind of giving you like a cash core building lineup here to go off of. All of these players here would definitely work out very well in a cash game on tomorrow's slate. So that's what I was trying to give you guys here, and I will end the video with that. We will come back with another video tomorrow, guys, and let's continue the streak. Let's continue fucking crushing it. and let's continue getting all these big fat money bags. So I will leave you with that, and as always, make lots of money tomorrow, guys. DFS Riddler is out.